Sometimes criminals are rational decision makers. In a different case, they are driven by wild, passionate, and mental variable. An individual who has a family ordinary needs to help his or her family. In the event that an individual is unable to do this, they can look for some kind of job or have low-paying occupation. The person may turn to do crimes to accommodate the necessities of his or her family. This individual may steal food so his or her family can eat. The individual may need money to pay for medical coverage or other legitimate costs. While these activities are illegal, these are behind choice that are being made to deal with an essential and fundamental needs. Then again, there are criminals who act since they aren't well from a psychological point of view. Number 2, the crime might be little or big. Whoever individual who commit it must be punished. The punishment of flogging for vandalism is enormous. However, the criminal must given cruel punishments with the goal that he doesn't repeat it. Number 3, any system of capital punishment would unlikely stop murder. A state-approved execution is brutal enough to propagate it. Further, to stop criminality would lead to a decommunization of society. Number 1. Children are being involved in the violence through inheritance. If the family of the child is under poverty, obviously, the parents of the child will teach them to steal and involve itself in violence. If the child is left in the school and allowed to study, it may learn good habit and teach it to his her family. Education is very essential to every individual, as she learns to differentiate and fully understand the moral and non-moral action. There will be high possibility that the child will not commit crime. Number 2, high sugar intake may lead a child to antisocial behavior. By reducing the sugar intake, it is found that children are less aggressive. Hence, it recommended the sugar intake must be reducing among young children. Number 3, children who watch more television become aggressive and arrogant in the future. It is not just because of aggressive show. The children who watch only cartoons are also aggressive and arrogant to their parents. It is the duty of the parents to sit along with the child and watch the program that is being watched by them. Then they must separate the child from the television and allow them to play in the nature. 1. The people of the lower culture, when mingled with high culture people, they exploit them in always in some scales. The higher class people, when mingled with lower class people, change them and transform the lower class children to a new persons with good quality. Number 2, the new emerging form of communications can reduce the cultural difference and possibly create a more homogeneous society. Through communication, we can truly understand one another and work in each other indifference. And it is important to proper the ideas we had, especially at the present time. The technology made it is easy to make contact to the one other. However, the subculture of one another can be hindrance of the said communication, like when we as a whole Filipinos we understand each other through communication in the Tagalog medium of language, but when we communicate with another dialect in or other region, it will be quite difficult with easy other. Number 3. The structural theory do not show much importance on his middle class crime. They feel that the middle class crime is least important when compared to lower class crime. Low class crimes are powerful, which involve more violence including weapon. The structural true list tell us that they do not show much importance to the middle class crime. Social process theory. The negative labels promotes crime, therefore it is just a factor to cause and result crime. People who accept the negative label to them sucks as criminal learn to live with negative labels. It is like with the negative labels becomes an expectation that needs to fulfill. Some people accept the labels that the society had claimed then to be. For example, the ladies like to put up makeup and to be slim because that is what the society tells them to be. People within the same society put up with these labels. Moreover, the people that was really involved in the crime that still labeled as criminal can result to continually of criminal life and act of the label and organize their personality act to the label. Number 2. Yes, a person can be still attached to society by the most basic form of it, family. The idea of people under the same roof living together in harmony and peace will provide stability in a sexual, emotional, and social way that no other can. The influence of family is a fundamental in one's personal life decision. The Hertz control theories. According to the theory, a person bound to society prevent him or her from violation social rules. If Number 3, I may be guilty of some kind of labeling and other bully stuff, but I don't remember supporting or helping them learn in any criminal techniques and attitude. Number 4, as far as my memory serves, diverse, I heard been in any illegal act, but I also reckon that utilizing guilty will always comes after committing crimes or any misdeeds. Number 1. Conservative will maybe not be folk with idea of restorative justice is quite different from other justice theory. We had the advocates of restorative justice may often up the points to reconcile rather to retribute to be able to prevent the crime. Number 2. Yes, the conflict is inevitable in all culture. We may share the same culture, but the paradigm we had in life is different from each other. Even the simplest view we had will be different. We are not raised according in the same mindset like one another. The best way to reduce the level of conflict in a certain society is to have a communication with each other, have a understanding mind, potential on thing. A little humanity goes a long way. Number 3. Yes, in a modern society, The class conflict is quite recompense. The people who are outside the company they are working with helping holding a rally for their rights. Worker complain in Dole about their salary professionally being not paid equally for their work. Lack of benefits the contractual worker. Even so the religion conflict is present in our society, but this conflict may be fixed by understanding the difference of each religion and giving respect to their view and understand we have different religions view. Jury number one. I believe that it is the crime a function of environment and socializations. The person who committed a crime was commonly caused by influence of family, behavior, fear, group pressure, and as one theory said, in the social process jury, is that they were labeled by society and as the person, some of them choose to line up with the label that the society had labeled them. In addiction, it is like a raising a child. The child will become what will be the environment had been through them to be. Number two, people really do change, and one of these change is the circumstance they had faced in their own life. According to a psychological major, people behavior change it is certain as our mood change, but people doing the change by their reading life.